What is up, guys? First off, I have to apologize. It has been a while since I've uploaded on the channel. We had some things going down. Massive cold front across the whole country. Fishing shut down. The couple times I did get out, the fishing was honestly terrible. And so I didn't want to just put out videos just for putting out videos. I wanted them to be decent videos. And I got into this big thing about selling my house. So I was prepping this house right here behind me for sale, looking at other houses. So it's just been a crazy last month, guys, between the weather and the whole house thing. So that brings me to my next point. This video is actually going to be a video from Caleb Kufal. He is in the Bassmaster Elite Series, just fished his first tournament of the year over on the St. Johns River down in Florida. And so he's going to do a recap video here. I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys before we jump into that video, let you know that we are going to be going fishing again soon. Temps are climbing. My schedule is opening up. So we're going to be going out, and we're going to be heading out probably tomorrow with my buddy Dayton to go chase some fish out on the river here in Wisconsin. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And yeah, check out this video from Caleb on his recap for the Bassmaster Elite Series first stop of the year.
Hey guys, Bassmaster Elite Series Pro Caleb Kufal here. Just want to give you guys a quick recap on the St. Johns River that we had here this last week. Bassmaster Elite Series first tournament of the year, and ended up with a 16th finish there out of 99 guys. So pretty decent finish for me. I didn't do too well there last year, so I'm good to get, I'm really happy to get out of there with a top 20 finish. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown on what I was doing down there throughout practice. It was a real slow, kind of, a little bit colder practice for us. I was probably getting 5 to 6 bites a day. Weather plays, huge in Florida. The week before practice started, we had a really cold week, and it brought the water temperatures down a lot. By the time we had our first day of practice, I saw water temps anywhere from about 59 to 61, 62 degrees, and by the end of the tournament it was 69, 70 degrees. So just a huge warming trend that really brought a lot of the big bags out towards the end of the tournament. We started to see a lot more fish catches, a lot more bigger females moving up. As far as what I was doing, I was making a big long run down to the south end of Lake George, about a 50-minute run, and I was fishing one channel down there in particular the first 2 days of the tournament. Just a standard channel deal, a lot of fish moving up in there, and I was just flipping around with pretty much two different baits. It was somewhat of a sight fishing deal, but my main player, I was flipping two different Senkos around. I was flipping around this one. This is probably the main player. This is the 6-inch Bass Pro Shop Senko, and I was wacky rigging this guy, and basically just fishing it around areas that I thought spawners would be in. Not necessarily seeing the beds, but just flipping in areas that I thought there might be some bedding fish, because the water was pretty dark in color. And then when I finally see one, lock onto one that I could see and that I wanted to catch, I'd flip over to this guy. This is the Wacko Worm from Kalen's, and it's an inch smaller. This was a 6-inch model, a little bit heavier, easier to cast. And then I'd flip over to this one, and I would use this one as a Texas rig. I put a 1/8 ounce tungsten weight on it, and for locking in on those fish, and flipping beds, I think I had much more control fishing this guy on a bait caster than I did with this guy on a spinning rod. With Senkos as well, you got to pay attention. Why didn't I just use one brand? Well, there's a lot of difference in brands in Senkos, if you know what I mean. If you use like the Yamamotos, the Bass Pro Shops, the Kalen's, the Yums, they all have different sink ratios, and the Bass Pro Shops and the Yamamotos have a lot faster ratio of sink than a lot of the other brands do. That's just what I found. So flipping that on a wacky rig, you want something that's going to sink a little bit faster. At least I did in the situation that I was fishing. And then going over to the Kalen's, it has a little bit more buoyancy to it. So fishing it as a weighted version, you get a little bit better presentation, I think, for those bed fish using that particular bait. So that was the deal with those. I was also using in the channels Bagley. This is the Bangle lure, It's a just a standard prop bait, super popular prop baits down here in Florida. I don't use them too much up in Wisconsin, but down here it's like a must-have for top water fishing. Got a couple bites on it in the tournament, but quite a few in practice to show me, you know, there was fish there. More of a search bait than anything else. So did get some bites on that. And on the last day of the tournament, my bed fishing deal kind of went to heck. Ended up pretty much scrapping that deal at like 10:30 in the morning. I had a very small limit in the boat, and you know, I just needed some bigger fish, so ended up moving into the main river section on South George, and ended up just starting to flip a spinner bait around, casting this around pads and that. And this is a War Eagle 3/8 ounce standard straight white. It's got a double willow, one gold and one nickel blade. And I was fishing a stretch that I had one bite on in practice. It was like a 2.5, 3 pounder, and I thought, well, I was actually headed somewhere else, and I'm like, I'm just gonna throw this here for 10 minutes and see what happens. And took one pass down it, and I think I had 7 bites and landed 6 of them, and culled out everything I had caught in the morning, and ended up weighing in 18-14 on the day. So moved me up a couple spots and ended up finishing 16th out of 99. So like I said, good finish for me. From here we end up going to Fort Loudon Tellico System, Tennessee River in Knoxville, Tennessee. So that event starts next week, so wish us luck.